Every empire has its end. Every life runs its course. Every whisper slowly fades out. Because today, there is no vindication. Today, the whispers are wrong? What the hell is going on? We're going to be jumping in. We're going to be talking about some whispers, of course, even more whispers, but I want to address a big elephant in the room, not myself, that apparently some of the legend stuff, which we've been whispering about on this channel, is not actually happening. Nothing's happening because rumors are all bloody lies. Let's jump in. Let's look at, well, not let's look at this. Let's talk about this. But best of all, let's get to those glorious waffles. Now, at the start of this video, before we jump in, I just want to actually sit down and talk to you about something that's very, very important when we talk about rumors over on this channel. I say at the beginning of every video, I'm not doing it for the memes. I'm literally saying this. All rumors are lies. If you choose to believe those rumors, then that's on you, just like it's on me. Sometimes the rumors are wrong. Sometimes the rumors are just people trolling to get attention, and it's all just 110% lies. That is the game you play when you roll the whisper dice. I've been seeing so many people that take the rumors as the gospel truth. I say it every single bloody video. Don't do that. The rumors are all bloody lies. If you're going on Reddit and saying Valrak says this is happening, it's not happening. Valrak is rumoring this because all rumors are bloody lies. Please remember the golden rule. It's only real when GW announce it, reveal it, whenever they do that, if they do that. So please, again, take rumors for what they are. They are just lies, not bloody facts. Now, let's jump in and talk some rumors. So let's start with the mud in the water, and that is some of the legend stuff, which apparently some people are saying is not going to Legends, which that's pretty cool, right? At the end of the day, I don't want anything to go to Legends, because if it goes to Legends, it goes basically to an early grave, and I don't support that at all. I can understand why some stuff goes, but it doesn't mean that I'm a fan of it. Now, over the course of the past couple of weeks, we've been talking about Legend Space Marine units on this channel. Apparently, that's happening in the next Space Marine Codex. A couple of those units were Primaris Marines, suppressors, but the big one I want to talk about today is the ATV. Now, what happened over the course of this weekend, Games Workshop revealed the 11th edition box set for the most part of it. It looks great, it looks fantastic. Orcs are definitely the winner of that box set, as I've stated so many times before, but they also put promotional images out with characters and units painted in different orc clans and different chapter colors. And one of those chapter colors in the background right now is the white scars. And if we enhance, you can see in the background an ATV. This has led to people saying, are those rumors all basically bollocks? Yes, all rumors are bollocks. This is what I'm trying to get across to people, right? Every rumor is a bollocks thing that we talk about on this channel. Is the ATV going to Legends? I don't know. I personally trust the source where I've heard it from. So right now, me personally, I still think it is going to Legends. Do I want it to go to Legends? No, I'm not doing this as like, I told you so, I know more than you kind of thing. People ask me, Valrak, have you heard something? And I say, yeah, I've heard this. Hopefully, again, it's not true. I don't want anything to go to Legends. Now, this promotional shot could mean that it's going to Legends. It could not mean it's going to Legends. I would probably stand now favoring that the ATV is probably not going to Legends, because why would they use it in a promotional shot? But at the end of the day, this is Games Workshop. They've done plenty of things before that make absolutely zero sense. Piss up in a brewer, as I like to refer GW to. So I absolutely, again, have zero idea. I want to believe the rumors that I'm hearing, because there's some awesome rumors that I'm hearing with the rumors from the whispers that, again, I personally trust. But is this right? No idea. Is it going to be happening? No idea. That goes and that adds to the stuff that we've been talking about with the Firstborn stuff. Again, last week we talked about the Firstborn stuff, and apparently everything is going to Legends for Firstborn that is not a Land Raider or a Rhino. I hate that. I don't want the aircraft to go to Legends, right? No, I could call them like bricks with wings all the time and stuff, but I don't want Space Marine not to have any aircraft. Unless they like start bringing more aircraft out. I have absolutely zero idea what's going on. I'm just passing on what I've heard with the whispers. So again, I think a lot of people are really jumping onto this and taking it a bit too into their heart and then getting upset when things do happen, things don't happen. Just look at it as I look at it, right? It's a game which is a hobby. It brings me fun. Hopefully it brings you fun, but I don't let it get to my soul and don't let it to let me get it up. Oh, can't even say it. I don't let it get me upset that many times. So again, if you want to trust the rumors, trust the bloody rumors. Now, moving on from that, let's talk new Space Marine rumors and some chaosy rumors as well. So let's start with the Space Marine stuff, because once the Codex launches, this is where my excitement is, because we always get new stuff when a Codex drops, even though they're in the launch box. Just like the Orcs, by the way, the Orcs are going to be getting more stuff. We've actually already seen one of the, was it the big boss guy that got leaked and stuff like that? Again, when a Codex comes out after the launch box, hopefully very, very soon after that launch box, you get a bunch of new models as well, multi-part stuff and etc, etc, etc. Now for the Space Marine stuff, one rumor that we've waffled about on this channel before, which I just want to go over again, one is a brand new Dreadnought. I keep hearing that there's a flame-based Dreadnought that is coming out for the Space Marines. When I say flame-based, I'm not sure if it's actually got a big flamer on it, a little flamer, nipple flamers, if it's got a melter weapon or something like that. But something I've been hearing as well along with that is that apparently there's a new Venerable Dreadnought coming out for the Space Marines. So I'm not sure if that's like one in the same. It could be two separate Dreadnoughts, a Venerable Dreadnought and a Flamer Dreadnought, or maybe the Flamer Dreadnought is going to be the Venerable Dreadnought. Absolutely zero idea at this point, but I keep hearing that whisper bouncing around in the whispers of the warp. One thing I do want to know is that if the rumors are true that we talked about last week of the Space Marine stuff, the Firstborn stuff going to Legends, of course that does include the Venerable Dreadnought. Is that kind of like the refresh slowly beginning now with like Firstborn stuff and everything? I don't know. I'll leave that question towards you chaps. I've always started, I've also heard about the commemorative model. Apparently that's going to be happening for Space Marines with this edition as well. And that is an Orc on the base, right, where they belong, on the floor, in the dirt, with a Space Marine literally slaughtering it. It sounds a little bit like Bayard's Revenge, you know, the Black Templar guy. Probably my favourite 40k Space Marine model, to be fair with you. I've got it on the shelf just over there near my big knight. But it's going to be that, but kind of like a, you know, a generic Space Marine. It's not going to be a Black Templar Fiend or anything like that, but I'm hearing there's going to be an Orc on the base and a Space Marine slaughtering it with a power sword. So, sounds cool, sounds amazing. Again, more and more stuff coming for Space Marines. Hopefully that Codex drops very, very soon after the launch in June. If I'm not mistaken, June the 13th is going to be the official launch date for Warhammer 40,000 11th edition. Pre-orders are supposed to be on May the 30th. I did a big video about that a couple of days ago. If you want to go and check that out, we went into detail a little bit more about that. But apparently at the end of this month is pre-orders, and then I'm assuming there's a 2-week pre-order window, which will then lead us to the 13th. Maybe it's 3 weeks pre-orders. Absolutely zero idea. Maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. One thing is to note, which I mentioned in the video, is that the weekend of the 20th and 21st, Warhammer World, you can't book any events. So maybe it is going to be a 3-week pre-order, and that is the launch weekend for 11th edition on the 20th rather than the 13th. Again, pure speculation, pure theory in this moment in time. And I just want to address something from last week, and basically I keep getting asked and I get sent emails about and everything like that, and that is about Dark Eldar. I've actually done a rumour video dedicated to Dark Eldar if you want to go and check it out on the channel. But when it comes to Dark Eldar, I said the rumours that I've heard is that apparently there is going to be a brand new Vect. He's going to be the centerpiece. I'm hearing that the Dark Eldar are going to get a kind of a pretty cool refresh. In terms of what that refresh is, all I've heard right now is Vect, and is it the Calibite Warriors apparently are supposed to be getting all brand new models. I'm sure there's some type of new barge that's happening as well. I don't know if it's a refresh of a badge that's already out there, or it's going to be a brand new badge. I'm not really sure at this moment in time, but Dark Eldar players, it's coming. And do you know what? On the Dark Eldar subject, because I know someone's going to ask me in the comment section, because they ask every single time, Grey Knights. Grey Knights are getting love as well this edition. I don't know in terms of what, but I can speculate and say it's definitely going to be Terminator-based, because all the Terminator stuff has been refreshed already in 10th edition. So I expect big, big things with the Grey Knights. I'm waiting for the Grey Knight refresh, because I am going to be pouring copious amounts of money into that. I actually like the Grey Knights. I know GW has messed with their lore lots over the past edition, but I still love the Grey Knights. I think they're an awesome, awesome unit. I think they're, not unit, awesome chapter. And in these times of chaos, they are the hammer that will smite them. And on the terms of chaos, I know people keep asking me about stuff like World Eaters, Emperor's Children, any more Emperor's Children rumours, any more Thousand Sun rumours, what's happened to Thousand Suns. The only thing I'm hearing about at this moment in time is Death Guard stuff. And apparently there's going to be Death Guard cultists that are coming to the range. That's all I've heard. Death Guard cultists. I'm not sure what they're equipped with. I'm not sure what they look like. Well, if the Death Guard, they're probably going to have like their asses out and stuff like that, okay, and stuff, you know, weird Death Guard stuff. But that's what I'm hearing at this moment in time. Death Guard cultists. Is that the only thing with Death Guard? Absolutely zero idea at this point. Now, that is basically it for Chaos. I've assumed, because people keep asking me, like, are we going to be getting this? We're going to get in these vehicles and stuff. I've been saying for a while now that in 10th edition, if you look at the releases of 10th edition, they more or less put everything out there that was infantry. They've more or less done everything, redone it in infantry. Not everything, but the big chunk of it was all infantry based. So I'm assuming this edition, it may be more vehicle based. So you may be seeing like God aligned dreadnoughts and stuff like that. Maybe upgrades to Predator tanks, Rhinos and stuff. Again, all assumption on my part. That's what I would love to see. I'm not sure what you would love to see as a Chaos fan. Post it down below, and if I hear something, I'll make sure to make a note of it and talk about it if I do hear about that. And that's me done with the wafflings for another... Oh, hang on. No, Valrak, you're going nowhere. Bring it back, big boy. There is one more rumour which I forgot to talk about. I forgot to even mention it in the intro and stuff like that. What an absolute idiot. More so because I'm extremely excited for this, because I'm a massive fan of this absolute duo of heroes. I'll tell you what I'll do, right? I'll leave it with a little bit of a spoiler at the end of this video. Let's see if you can connect the dots. Well, look at me. I'm the rumour image now, right? If you like a nice cup of tanner, sir, then they are coming. See you in a bit. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. If I say subscribe, is it light up at the bottom? I don't know. This is a new feature on YouTube. Subscribe if you want to. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, any questions, post it down below. I'm over a nice little chin wag down there, as we always do. See ya, and bye-bye.